Elden Ring is a beautiful game. Scenes like this where the Caelid sky shines down on a body of water, and if you look at it at just the right angle. Or the first time you walk in the Limgrave and notice the golden rays shining down from the Erd tree onto green trees and grass. It truly is a beautiful scene. But as you journey through the game, you realize that everywhere you go, the lands between are riddled with death. But this is no ordinary death. This is death that is in a constant state of dying, but never finalizing. And what do you get when everything is in a perpetual state of dying, but truly never just killing off? There's no recycle. There's nothing born. Nothing is renewed. Life starts to become without meaning. And that is what we encounter in the lands between.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair and death. Indiscriminate. Are you prepared?
As Melina just stated, the lands between is in dire need of repair, in the form of indiscriminate death, an unbiased and fair death for all. Because no matter what part of the lands between you want to explore, you will encounter wandering souls, aimlessly walking to nowhere in particular, without cause, reason, meaning, or purpose. Groups being ravaged by beasts, civilizations being riddled and plagued by disease, constantly in pain and in torment, suffering without the sweet relief of death to end it. And no one was safe from this fate, just like it reads in the Wandering Noble Ashes. The spirits of nobles who after death now wander the lands between. Surely they were in search of something once, but whatever it was has long since been forgotten. This applies to all beings in the lands between, whether it be a simple soldier or a shard bearer. No one was safe from this fate, but the question then is, why was this done? Why has the lands between been left in this state? Enter the Godskin Apostle. This was a very menacing looking enemy that you had to defeat in the Caelid Tower at the very bottom. They wear the skins of their enemies, and after defeating the Godskins, you're able to obtain their equipment, which will give us more information on what happened in the lands between and why death isn't there to save individuals from a lifetime of torment. The biggest item you get from this battle is a weapon known as the Godslayer's Greatsword, which says, Sacred Sword of the Glomide Queen, who controlled the Godskin Apostles before her defeat at the hands of Malekith. The black flames wielded by the Apostles are channeled from this sword. After seeing they are the wielders of the Black Flame, we then go to the Black Flame's protection, which reads, a Black Flame incantation of the Godskin Apostles. The Apostles were all embraced by the Glomide Queen, and the Black Flame was their armor within. And the reason this is so important, we go to the Scouring Black Flame that also reads, a Black Flame incantation of the Godskin Apostles. The Black Flame could once slay gods, but when Malekith sealed destined death, their true power of the Black Flame was lost. Malekith, the Black Blade, as we just found out, was tasked to seal away death because the Black Flame that the nobles wielded as a gift from the Glomide Queen was a direct threat to any god within the lands between. As we find out through Malekith's armor, Malekith was Queen Marika's loyal half-brother who bore a blade imbued with destined death, and then there was not a demigod who did not fear him. And moving to the Godskin Apostles' robe, the Apostles once said to serve destined death, were wielders of the god-slaying Black Flame, but after their defeat by Malekith, the Black Blade, the source of their power, was completely sealed away. So Queen Marika ordered her shadow, Malekith the Black Blade, to seal away death and end the threat, because the Glomide Queen that commanded the Godskin Apostles and nobles, now there is nothing to fear. Yet the problem goes much deeper than them being in possession of something that could kill gods. Their very existence is an insult to everything that the Golden Order stands for, and this also cannot be tolerated by Queen Marika. So to understand what I mean, we'll first go to the Elden Remembrance, which states, the remembrance of the Elden beast on into the Erd Tree. It was the vassal beast of the greater will and the living incarnation of the concept of order. The Crucible, the primordial form of the Erd Tree, was considered to be chaotic as we go to the Godskin Noble robe. Nobles are the most ancient apostles, who are said to have assimilated inhuman physiology, not unlike the Crucible, the Erd Tree in its primordial form. Even the knights that served back when the Crucible reigned supreme. The Crucible Gauntlet states, in time the strength shown by these knights and even their appearance was seen as chaotic and deserving of scorn, because order is the perfect way to rule. The Crucible Knot Talisman, a vestige of the Crucible of primordial life, born partially of devolution. It was considered a signifier of the divine in ancient times, but is now increasingly disdained as an impurity. Civilization has advanced. So when you look back at what befell the lands between two beings that had a disagreement, even though they both belonged to two sides of the same coin. Chaos versus order. Order versus chaos. Just two opposites. The Glomide Queen was believed to have a weapon that could stop Queen Marika, so Queen Marika stopped her in disbelief that Queen Marika had her own weapon, which she used, which was the knowledge of the Black Flame was Queen Marika's weapon, so Queen Marika also had a weapon. And I don't think the consequences of the decision to remove death from the lands between altogether was well thought out, as it brought in an age where people could not die. All the decay, all the sickness, the suffering, all the war. I don't believe Queen Marika, as looking back on her story, truly thought out the true meaning of what would happen if death was removed. And I want to hear what you guys think. Was either side right? And death in Elden Ring is highly left to interpretation from the player. And I want to hear your take on the current state of the lands between. What do you think happened? And thank you for watching my video. And if you like my content, hit the like and subscribe. And I hope to see y'all in the next one.